Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? I've been working on the back rhombus of this top that I got the pattern from Doris at Rose Cottage Studio. She has since shut down her channel, but I remember the pattern, at least mostly. So that's what I've been working on. I'm trying to get the rhombuses, that's the part that goes from the neckline to under the arms. And then I'm gonna work straight down when I get to that point. So that's what I'm working on. Not sure if it's big enough yet. So I'm keeping on going. Because I'm guessing I measured 24 inches for one side. That would be 48, and you need to leave some room, some room around you, so I don't think that's big enough. I'm at about 46. I need 50 inches or so. 52 to 54. 26 would. I need a couple more inches on each side, I think. 2 or 3 more rows, I think, would be good on each side. Just my guesstimation. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how are you all doing? My socks are coming out a different number than what I need. I tried doing the gusset and I should be at 68 stitches and I'm at 58, I think. So I did something very wrong, or I'm not counting right. One or the other. And I can't do that study or concentrate on that while I'm doing a live. So that's why I'm working on this top, because I can do this pretty much without focusing too heavily on it. Because my sock is also made of very fine yarn. And I got to count, and I can't do that while I'm talking and concentrating and being actively aware of the chat. So this I can do while I'm still on the chat. Let's see. Is that better? I think that's better. This is one of my workout shirts. I wear it to oftentimes to go do Pilates, which I'm going to be doing this afternoon. I'm losing count. But I started the row off right, and now all I got to do is half double crochet in each stitch till the last stitch where I have to do two half double crochets. So this makes it pretty easy to do without thinking, without having to concentrate. So I'm kind of having trouble with that sock pattern. So I might switch over to an easier sock pattern using thicker yarn. I hope you're all doing well. Tell me, have you done socks before? And if so, what size yarn did you use? What size hook? And what pattern? Because the pattern I'm using, I'm having trouble with. And I've never made socks before. This is my first attempt. I've made slippers, but never socks. I've got some sock patterns saved. Yarn Works by Lydia Nannon. Good morning, Michelle. I have made socks on my Addie Express knitting machine, but I never crochet them. Awesome. Well, what yarn did you use for them, Lydia? I like your name your YouTube name. Yarn Works. I did mine very simply. Michelle crochets in Kansas. Red Heart. Awesome. Cool. Well, this is my first time making socks ever. I've crocheted slippers. I've knitted slippers. Never on a machine, never with a loom. I just used, I'm not very good at knitting, but I try. I've made hats on the loom, and I've done dishcloths and slippers knitted, and pin cushions, the kind my grandmother used to make. But that's it. That's about it for knitting for me. I've tried knitting a hat. I cannot get it worked down to the small crown of the head. I have trouble getting it that small with knitting. I don't know how to knit with needles, looms, or my knitting mitt. I don't know how to use knitting needles, looms. Well, you do know how to use your knitting machine because you've made socks, right? I don't have a knitting machine. That's something I just don't feel it would be financially feasible for me right now. But it might be fun to get one to make hats for charities and stuff. Maybe I'll just have to get it down to the smallest size I can and then weave the rest in, do a pull the yarn through and pull it so to cinch it for the top. What do you think about that, Lydia? I can knit, it's just very slow. And I don't know how to do cables or anything like that. But I do know the diagonal dishcloth. But I have trouble making it perfectly square. The end that I finish often usually ends up looking like a cone because you're working from one end to the other diagonal. I make hats and scarf and fingerless gloves for the homeless people. Awesome, Lydia. I would love to see a picture of those. Since I'm not at 500 subscribers yet, I started a Facebook page so people can post. My subscribers can post pictures of items they've made. I would love to see the items you've made, Lydia. If you request to join my Facebook page, I will accept you. If you send me a friend request. My link is in the description box below. My email address is also in the description box below. I am at 487 subscribers. This morning I was. But yeah, I would love to see your projects, Lydia. What you make for the homeless. That is wonderful. We have I belong to the Crochet Guild where I live. And we do a lot of donations for various organizations, including hospitals, homeless, Dress a Girl Around the World, pet rescue, animal beds, that type of thing. So I've donated a lot of things too. Well, not as many as a lot of people because I've got too many projects going on. I don't have really much time to do other things. I'd love to see your work, Lydia. If you request to join, I will accept you now that I know you're a member or a subscriber. Let's see, Facebook. Okay, I will do that. Not sure when I will get to it. I'm crocheting a baby girl blanket right now, and I have a job. Alrighty, that's great. I would love to start crocheting baby items because I'm expecting, well, my kids aren't expecting any children yet, but my son is married and my daughter is getting married next year. So I think maybe in 2024 I will have grandkids. I don't think my son and his wife want children right away, but I'm not positive yet. I don't know. They might because my son's getting out of the army now. And that's one thing my daughter-in-law said. Hi, Samantha, how are you? That's one thing my daughter-in-law said is, I do not want to have children while you're in the army because she doesn't want to raise children by herself, which I can't blame her. I wouldn't want to either. My son is getting out of the army this month. I'm not sure when this month. How are you, Samantha? And Lydia, I don't know if I asked you how you're doing. I'm working on a top. I'm doing good, says Lydia. Good, I'm glad to hear it. So today I go to Pilates, which is why I'm not working. Pilates is a lifesaver for me. Good morning, Carol. How are you? So good to see you. My sock isn't turning out right. I worked on the gusset and my count of stitches is wrong. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I might have to find an easier sock pattern. I'll put this one aside for now and I'll find another sock pattern to work on. So what are your plans today, Carol? And Lydia and Samantha? I have to work this evening. Okay, what do you do, Lydia? Just curious, you don't have to answer. Carol says I've got to go to the post office and film a couple of videos. Awesome. Are you gonna post the videos today or tomorrow? I don't know how to post video, save them for later. I work at Dairy Queen and Taco John's. Okay, cool. Okay, Carol's gonna put out one video today. Great. I'll have to check it out. I just told Lydia about my Facebook page because she crochets for the homeless people. She makes hats, scarves, and fingerless gloves on her knitting machine. So that's awesome. Have you ever heard of Project Robbie? I've never heard of it until the Crochet Guild, because they donate to that. That's for babies that are born premature. They make blankets and itty bitty hats and stuff for the babies. I've made IV covers to donate to hospitals. All right. Lydia says, on my channel, I have some videos out, but not my work yet. No, I haven't heard the group yet. Okay, they sent out a list of, or they gave us a list of all the charities they donate to. And there's pets, there's Dress a Girl Around the World, there's hospitals, chemo centers, like chemo caps, and Project Robbie is what they call it. And I forget what else they have. All right, so anyway, that's what I'm working on this because I'm needing a different sock pattern to work on because I want to make socks. I want to learn to make socks, both knit and crochet. But I guess I'll start with crocheted ones because that's what I feel more comfortable doing. So I'm working with this yarn. This is Picasso yarn from Ice Yarns. It's very, very soft and it's got a little halo. But as far as I know, it is acrylic. They don't say much on the labels. And what they do say is so small I can't hardly read it. I could see it better here than in person. So, and they don't say what it's made out of, but it is Picasso yarn. They classify this as is that a 3 or a 4. It looks like a 3, but to me it's a 4. And it says how many yards, but I'm having trouble reading that. 222 meters. Anyway, that's what I'm working on. A top with that yarn. Here's what I've got done so far. Gotta figure out how this has to go around my girls. You're going up to the school for Grandparents' Day today. Awesome. I never heard the ice yarn before. Ice yarn is out of Denmark. Hi, Jamie. How are you? Just came from your live. I decided to start my live right away so that you're hungry. You better get something to eat. I may take you on a little field trip to go get more coffee. Although carrying my laptop around can be cumbersome, I might just rotate it so you can see me while I go get coffee from my coffee pot. See, my coffee pot's right there. There. Hi, Roseanne. How are you? Yarnberg, Christy, how are you? Good morning, Michelle. Good morning from Walnut Cove, North Carolina, USA, to everyone in the chat. Welcome in, Christy and Roseanne. Hi, everyone. Hi, Michelle. I'm caking up yarn to make baby item for charity. Awesome. Lydia says, hi, Yarnberg. And Roseanne says, I'm well. I'm glad. So am I. I just got my 3rd cup of coffee. And that's it for the day. Jamie says, Carol's Crazy Crochet and More. I must send you an email. Okay. I hope you're all doing well. I've got, my sock is not turning out right. My number count is wrong at the gusset before you start the heel. So this is the top, supposedly. And this is where the beginning, the gusset where I make the heel. I'm supposed to have 68 stitches and I think I have 58. So I did something wrong, and I'm finding it hard to work with a one-weight yarn. It's beautiful. I love it. But maybe I need something a little simpler to make because I've never made socks before. Hi, I'm Barf. I'm well. Jamie says she's going to send Carol an email. Yarnbarf says hi to Lydia. Jamie says, hey, Yarnbarf, Roseanne. And Roseanne. Yarnbarf says hi, Carol's Crazy Crochet and more. So today I go to Pilates, which really helps me with everything I've been through as a kid. Helps me stay flexible. Carol says, hi, sweet Christy. This is my lighted magnifying glass. See? Helps me to see the small writing on yarn tags, medicine bottles, vitamin bottles. Because I'm at that age. My nearsighted vision is going, and my farsighted vision, so. But I'm okay looking at this, at you guys. So what are you all working on? Hi, Jimmy and Christy, says Roseanne. Jimmy says, laugh out loud. I understand how that is. I am finally blind. You are not. You just can't see as well as you used to. Just like me. When we reach a certain age, it's like everything starts going on us. Christy says, I was working on a scarf all week and realized that I had completely skipped the first row of the pattern. Oh, man. So I am trying again with a lighter shade of blue sparkle yarn. Awesome. So what brand of yarn are you using, Christy? I've got so much yarn and so many projects I want to make with it. Oh, Premier Home. Awesome. Jamie says, oh, I am legally blind. It is a family recessive gene. We are right now 3 generations of the blind type running around. Okay. I wouldn't have thought that looking at watching your live. And I guess that's why you don't have a car. So how do you know what confuses me is how do you know when certain brands of yarn are on sale and you can look at the number of the die lot number and know? Yarnbarf says 83% cotton, 15 polyester, 2 metallic. I didn't even know I had this yarn. Well, good for you for using it. I must have won it in a giveaway. I keep all my giveaways, all the stuff I've won in giveaways in their packages still. So I know it's yarn that was given to me. And then um, when I end up using it, I'm going to shout that person out saying, I won this yarn in a giveaway. This is who sent it to me. So all the yarn that I've won in giveaways, which isn't much, by the way, but I did win a grand prize from a pod collab back in June. The Pups and Crochet pod collab is what I won the grand prize in. There were like 16 people who sent me stuff. And Jamie says, well, blindness is not just the lack of total vision, it's the lack of quality of vision. I have to have corrective lenses and magnifiers. Okay. Obviously, I can't carry this around with me in the when I go shopping, but it helps here for reading bottles, reading labels, yarn labels, and just reading small writing. But color blindness is a thing that runs in my family. My father is one of 10 kids. There were 4 boys. My father can see colors. His 3 brothers cannot. So it could be a recessive gene in the boys. Now, I have a son, and when he was young, he used to tell me the wrong colors all the time, and it would scare me that he was colorblind, but he is not. My father's side of the family, his dad has macular degeneration. My husband has glaucoma in one eye. He had a cataract at the age of 34. Well, before then, but they found it at 34, so he had surgery at 34. So vision problems run in my husband's side of the family. I think my brother has a cataract, or not a cataract, glaucoma, but I'm not positive. Okay, Yarn Barf says, oh dear, that takes a level of organizational skills that I do not possess. I don't know where it came from, but I am glad that I found it. Yeah, I don't. So you think I'm organized, huh, Yarn Barf? You should see my craft room, which is why I don't do videos in there. Jamie says, oh, I totally understand that. I could use something like that. My kid is blind too, and she is an awesome artist. My dad is blind, and he is a guitarist. Awesome. This was like $85 on Amazon. So I thought it was well worth it. It's got like a 5 pot of legs, so it's not going to tip over unless you actually push it down. Jamie says, well, my ex is colorblind, but he can see artificial red. Natural red is no problem. So seeing brake lights were an issue for him. Hence a lot of car wrecks. Oh. Christy says, you are more organized than I am, Michelle. If you saw my craft room, you'd say otherwise. Jamie says, my kid had a handheld one that lit up. It was nice. Cool. I have one that it doesn't light up, but I bring it to school. I'm a substitute teacher. And sometimes in order to see they put these lists of the seating charts on a piece of paper with the picture of the student and their name is in there, but it's really small. So I have my handheld magnifying glass that is not lit up. I have that. So I tell the kids, I said, when you get old, your vision starts going. So I need this to see who sits where. The regular attendance roster I can read because it's the same size that the writing is on the computer. The typical 12 point for the writing. But for the seating charts, they use a smaller letters for the names. So I need the magnifying glass to see that. Jamie says, be right back, gonna make something to eat. Good. So what Yarnbarf is working on a scarf that she had to tear apart and remake. And Carol, you're gonna make a couple videos. So Roseanne, are you still in here? And if so, what are you working on? And Carol? And Lydia? Samantha? What's everybody else working on? I'm sorry, what was that? I was brushing my hair. What are you working on today besides making videos? Roseanne is making hats and the Addie King hand knitting mittens and booties. Awesome. I'm going to probably find a different sock pattern using thicker yarn. I've got a couple of them saved. I've got one called the Beginner Crochet Tube Socks saved, and the Warmest Feet Ever slippers. I'm about halfway done on the second panel of the poncho I'm working on. Awesome. That's great. I can't wait to see a picture of it. Carol? Yarnbarf says, I am making Jeanette's ruffly scarf for one of our yarny friends in the community. But the one that I goofed up was in dark blue sparkle, 100% acrylic. This new one is in turquoise sparkle. I love turquoise. And I guess it's a 4-weight yarn. That'll be beautiful, Christy. I love turquoise. Turquoise, teal, seafoam green, mint green. Yes, 4-weight. Awesome. So you're talking Jeanette, I forgot her name, channel name. Can you remind me of her channel name? Yarnbarf? DOY Creations, that's right. All right. When she had the Ola Joe is Andrea. Roseanne. Bye, Carol. Have a great day. Enjoy the time with your grandkids. That's okay, Roseanne. We all goof up sometimes. Ola Joe, her husband and grandson are all very sick. Please add them to your prayers today. Thank you for telling me, Christy. I will definitely pray. See you later, Carol. Have a great day, Carol, with your grandkids at school for Grandparents' Day. I kind of felt left out when my kids were in school. Because their grandparents don't live near here. So I told my husband that if we move, I want to move closer to my kids so that we could be a part of our grandchildren's lives. But I don't want to move yet because my husband's not ready to retire and I'm not ready. I found my niche here. Your cousin Chris and his wife, Christine, did that. Yep. They have to work. So wherever there's work is where they're going to move to. And that's what we did. We moved away because we found work elsewhere. My husband got laid off from his job in Connecticut, which is where we met and got engaged. He got laid off right after we got engaged. So he took up some part-time jobs or worked under the table collecting unemployment until we got married. And then because I wouldn't move with him to another state unless we were married. They moved from Florida to North Carolina. Then after 5 years, they moved to New Mexico to be closer to Chris's daughter and the grandchildren. Chris and Christine are both retired school teachers and have done well. Good. Good. At this point, I don't care if we can't afford to go on trips overseas. I really don't. That's not an interest for me anymore. My health is more important. We found Pilates here and it's helping me out tremendously. So I don't really want to move yet, but and my husband's not ready to retire yet, so anyway, that's our path. Once I get to 500 subscribers, I think I'll be happy there for a while. I don't really care about getting monetized because then I have to worry about how many people see me, watch my videos, and watch hours and all that stuff. But I would like to get a community tab so I could shout people out and they could post video or pictures. I could post pictures of things they've made. But I kind of like the Facebook thing. What do you think, Christy? Because you're at over 1,000 subscribers now, right, Christy? It says I have 11 people and 7 thumbs. Monetization would help me with shipping costs. I only get 1 Social Security check each month. Okay, yeah. I could see how that would help. Are you over 1,000 subscribers yet, Yarnbarf? It would probably help me too, because I mean, right now it's just coming out of pocket. Yes, but I do not have enough watch hours. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I don't want to have to worry about watch hours and begging people to watch me. Um, or to keep my videos running or whatever. I don't want to have to do that. So, plus, I did join multiple channels, which costs money. Okay. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I don't think it's, well, worth it for me to do that yet. I just support them. I like them. And I watch their videos. Yeah, I feel like it's really stretching me to when I joined the YouTube community, when I started my channel, because I feel like I'm learning a whole lot more on YouTube. I've added several, I bought a document camera. Another thing that attaches like a vice grip to the table that I could put my phone on to take videos. I need to grab a bowl of breakfast cereal. I shall be right back. I do it because I truly love these particular content creators and want to show my support, like Granny D, etc. All right, cool. I am going to have to measure. Okay. 26. Okay. And let's see. Four inches. A little over 4 inches, so I need another row. Hi, Jamie. How are you? Don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. Yeah, that would be a good idea. I think this is where I'm at. And this is where I need to add another row. I can do that, I think. Well, no. Well, Jamie, I appreciate you being here, coming to my lives. What are you working on today, Jamie? Oh, you're working on a loopy yarn, right? I've never used the loopy yarn. I'm afraid it's gonna end up sitting in a corner, not get used, so I don't want to even try it. I love Granny D. I seldom go to her lives anymore, but I love her. It's the afternoon, and that's when I get to doing stuff. I need to visit and show my support. Yeah, I visit her when I can. It's hard because she's Eastern time and I'm Central time. And when she's live at 5, it's 4 o'clock my time. That's around the time my husband gets home. So I'm cooking dinner and trying to get dinner ready for when he gets home. She did a surprise live yesterday. Yes, and I was there. I went to it for a little bit. Of course, I always do surprise lives because I don't know any better. I've done lives. I've scheduled, I think, 2 lives. One last Saturday or Monday. We did a sock tutorial, which is when I started these socks, which I'm gonna put away. Yeah, I noticed. I think it hit it at the very end. Yep. I went in, showed my support, but I didn't stay very long. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to get off here because it's been over an hour since I've been on, and I've got stuff to do before I go work out. I had to ditch all of my YouTube subscriptions. Why, Jamie? I know YouTube sometimes takes erases people's subscriptions. You've been here lurking, Nisi? All right. Well, that's okay. I have no income right now until my SSDI gets approved. Okay, Jamie. I noticed you have over 700 subscribers. That's pretty good. What? Jamie's hooked? What happened? Nisi says, oh, you mean that the join subscriptions. They add up fast. Jamie says, yes, it's a boon. I don't know what that means. Nisi says I had to let some go too. Christy says, hi, Nisi. Nisi says, hi, Christy. And Jamie says, I am blind. I am finally blind enough to get disability, and I am losing my hearing too. Oh, no. So sorry, Jamie. Yeah, I think I'm messing up on this too. Because now I have to add a row to the other side. I'll finish this side and add a row to the other side, and then it'll be even. No, don't be. I don't know any better. I've got to deal with pain every day of my life, so, and the Pilates is helping, so I can understand disabilities. They're just different than yours. So I need this side. just have to take it on people's authority that things are there and how they really are. Michelle, is your issue inflammation based? No. Mine is due to an accident I was in as a kid where I nearly died and my feet and legs were mangled. But I only had 2 real bad breaks, one in each leg, and had severe head injuries. And so my feet and legs are, it's a miracle that I can walk. Let's put it that way. But physical therapy did not do work the small muscles in my legs and feet, only the major muscles. Because being in a hospital bed for 3 months, this is going to be a top, Christy. Being in a hospital bed for 3 months and being in a coma for 3.5 weeks of it, I lost all muscle tone in my body. Hi, Kivia. How are you? So this is going to be a top. I'm holding it wrong. This is going to be a top. So I'm trying to make this big enough to go around my girls. And then I joined the front and the back rhombuses together and work my way down. That's amazing. Oh, I think that is going to be cute, Michelle. I do too. I hope so. I'm not sure how to do a square neckline, which is, yeah, Yarnberg says, oh my God, you are a walking miracle. Yes. And Pilates works my small muscles in my legs. I used to have a dip in one of my legs where it was broken in my right leg in the calf area or just above the ankle. And that's because there was never any muscle in there. And that is, the dip is decreasing in size because I'm adding muscle now with the Pilates. Physical therapy didn't work those small muscles. They only work the large muscles. So Pilates is exercise, but it's working all the small muscles and the large muscles. And they work the whole body. So I find that Pilates is really helping me. Jamie says, wow, I am glad that is what works for you. So am I. Now that I found Pilates and we found a good home church here, I don't want to move unless we move closer to my kids. And my kids are only in their 20s. They haven't started families yet. And they're probably not going to stay where they're at right now. But I want to move to wherever they go, if that makes any sense. Because I want to be near them so they could help if I can't do anything. Lydia says, I'm visually impaired. I can see if something's small. I can't see it, but I take my time when I crochet. Good. Oh, good. So Lydia has something in common with Jamie. Hello, Kivia, says Lydia. So now I need to this yarn is very, very soft. It is Picasso yarn from Ice Yarns. Doris from Rose Cottage Studio was using this yarn. There is a halo on this yarn. They classify it as a 3, but I consider it a 4. And it is chain spun. It's very lightweight. And when I saw Doris at Rose Cottage Studio using it, I had to buy it. Yarn Barf said, that is totally understandable, Michelle. I think so. And I could help them with the kids too. My husband would like to move to a tropical area. I'm hot as it is. I don't want to move any further south. Kivia says, hi, Lydia. Jamie says, I have heard of it, but I have yet to order from Ice. They have some really good deals. Yes, and really high shipping, Jamie. So the shipping kind of makes up for it. I bought this Ice yarn. They were 8 to a pack. It was like $10. I thought that was a really good price. It was like $1.25 a ball. And I thought that was a really good price. And then but the shipping was more than the total for the yarn. I bought $80 worth of yarn from them, which was a lot of yarn, mind you. And the shipping was over $80. So I spent over like $165 for a huge bag of yarn. And there was a lot of yarn in there because their prices are so good on the yarn. But you mix that in with the shipping costs and it evens out kind of. So you can figure whatever you're paying for a ball of yarn, they say $1.25, you can say it's $2.50, which is still a decent price. But figure whatever the yarn costs, you double it. Lydia says, hi, Jamie. Yarnbarf says, their shipping is insane. It's not worth it unless you spend hundreds of dollars. Like I said, I spent $80 and it was $85 for shipping. Jamie says, hi, Lydia. And I don't think it used to be that crazy on shipping, did it? I think it was always that crazy. From Denmark? Yeah, I think it was. I don't think I will order from them again until I use up a lot of the yarn that I have, which may be next year or 2 years from now or even longer. I thought they were from Turkey, or am I thinking of hobium? I think you're thinking of either hobium or hobie, Jamie. But I believe Ice is from Denmark. I'm not positive. I'm getting confused now. with these foreign companies. I know wool warehouses from the UK. That's all I know. Because Bagaday talks about them a lot. That's her favorite out-of-country yarn store, yarn company. I thought I joined this, but I guess I didn't. Yes, Hobie is in Denmark. Hi, Shatika. How are you? It's good to see you. Hobie is in Denmark. Where's Hobium? Is Hobium in Turkey? I'm getting confused with all of them. And then I forget where. I thought Ice Yarns was in Denmark. I may be wrong. Hi, Susan. How are you? Shatika is knitting some socks for the weekend. I need help. My numbers are off. I finished the gusset on this pattern and it's wrong. My count is wrong. So I'm going to put it away and find some easier sock pattern. I'm not ready to take it apart yet, though. Hi, Shatika, Susan. Okay. Jamie says Hobium is in Turkey. Hobium's in Turkey. Hobie is in Denmark. Where's Ice Yarns? Peppermint says, hi, Jamie. Yarnbarf says, hi, Shatika. Hi, Peppermint Stitches. Jamie says, ice is in Turkey, too. Okay, cool. Peppermint Stitches says, turkeys. Ice Yarn and Hobium are in Turkey. And Hobie is in Denmark. But there's a lot of yarn production in Turkey. Yes, and the yarn from Turkey is beautiful. I like the yarn from Turkey. Turkey makes nice yarn. Yeah, Peppermint Stitches says the best yarns are from Turkey. Shatika says, I like the YouTuber. Nervous Knitter. She's awesome to learn how to knit socks. And Happy Knits, knitting 2 socks on needle. Okay. And Jamie says, from what I have seen, the countries that produce the majority of yarn we use is Turkey, India, and China. I use yarn from Canada a lot, in the US, and Turkey mostly. I know I have some from other countries, but it seems like most of my yarns are from. Hobie charges a set shipping rate of $9.99 unless you purchase $99.99 of yarn. then shipping is free. Okay, I like the yarns from Turkey the best. Yes, they are nice. But I try to support in the United States and Canada. I don't know if many of you know, but my father was Canadian. He was born in Canada, Quebec, and I have a lot of relatives there. They're kind of hurting pretty bad. Jamie says, "Oh, really, Yarn Barf? That's cool. I didn't know that. I have only ordered once from Hobie. I only just started playing their bingo 2 weeks ago." Yeah, I kind of stopped playing their bingo because I usually get involved with other things on Sunday afternoons. Jamie says, "Yeah, Lion Brand has a lot of American yarns." Yep. And Mary Maxim has a lot of yarns from Canada. One, two, three, four, five. Well, they are changing their times to Mondays. Really? Well, that stinks because I work most Mondays. Yarnbarf says, "I have over 10,000 points from Hobie. I like their bingo and never miss an episode." Awesome. Jamie says, "Yeah, a lot of people are not pleased with it." Yeah, a lot of us work. I mean, if it were at night for us, I'd be happy. My husband has meetings almost every Monday night. Yeah, I have I think a little over 4,000 points from Hobie. I need to figure out what I want to get. I know I don't want thin yarn. I think at the beginning of October. Wow, how did you learn of this, Jamie? The last bingo that they had on Sunday, they announced it. Wow, that's terrible. Terrible for us in the United States. They're going to lose a lot of people. They announced it on bingo last Sunday. Oh, yeah, they are, James. Wow, I was in there. How did I miss that announcement? I don't know. We all sometimes leave our computers to go do things, go get a drink or go to the restroom or something. So, if we're not doing the lives, we walk away from our computers sometimes. I think we should all write to them and say, hey, if you move it to Mondays, you're going to lose a lot of people because a lot of people in the United States work Monday afternoons. Jamie says, laugh out loud. Yeah, I'm always doing a couple of things at a time. Yep. On Sundays, I like to cook for the week too. Especially if I've got a busy week ahead where I won't be. It would be in the morning. I guess you're on the West Coast, Jamie? Where are you at? Because it would be 1 o'clock my time, and I'm in Central Time Zone. No, Central Time, but they are 10 to 11 hours ahead of us. I thought they were only 5 or 6. Yarnbrev says we could go to their Facebook page and let them know how we feel about it. Their afternoon is morning for us. Yes, but I thought they were doing it in the evening, like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, which is 1 o'clock our time, Central Time. Hold on, I might be wrong about hours. No worries. But still, if I'm subbing, I can't be on. Amber says, so when the bingo is 2 p.m. Eastern for me, it's like 1 a.m. for them? No. It's like 7 p.m. for them. Because I know they always say it's night there when they have it, 7 p.m. I think is their time when it's 2 for you and 1 for me, Central Time Zone. I think it's more like a 5 or 6 hour difference, Jamie. 1 o'clock, 6 o'clock, or 7 o'clock. So it's 6 hour difference, I think, for us, for Central Time Zone. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Do they have a website just for Hope Bingo? And from what I could gather, $10 shipping is from overseas is not bad at all. It's on the app. That's all I know. Oh. Okay. Well, I think we all need to go to their website and Hobie's website, Facebook page, and tell them how we all feel about that. Jimmy says, "Oh, I am sure they are getting an eyeful on their Facebook page about the change." Yeah, I would imagine. And they might, since they know a lot of people are in the United States who do their bingo, they would lose a lot of people. Because a lot of people work on Monday afternoons here. I have the Hobie app, that's where it plays. So do I. Their shipping isn't bad, but their products are not a bargain either. Even on sale, they are pricey. Yes, they are. They are pricey. I used their yarn to make my Gen Ivy top, the wild and free top that I posted on the. I've done videos on it, and I've posted it on Facebook, my Facebook group. Okay, well, I'm going to go goof off for a little bit. I will see y'all around. All right, Jamie, you take care. I'm going to be heading off too because I've got things to do before I go to Pilates. All right, everyone. I hope you all have a great day. It was great to talk to all of you and to spend the morning with you, Jamie. Roseanne, you too have a great day and a great evening. I'll be seeing you all around, okay? You all take care. Bye for now.